Internet Governance and Journalism. Part 3. Zero Rating. Gabriella just got her first smartphone and wants to be better informed. Working as a street vendor though, she can't afford to pay extra for internet access on her phone, so she chooses a phone service offering a bundle deal. Through this deal, she gets access to certain social media platforms without any expensive data charges. She also gets access to a couple of news websites. But what Gabriella does not know is that a journalist named Maria has recently published an investigative story on an up-and-coming online news site. Maria uncovered a public corruption scandal involving a powerful oligarch. That story, however, is not available on the version of the internet Gabriella can access for free. In fact, many small independent news organisations are not available on Gabriella's service, which relies on an arrangement called zero rating. Zero rating refers to the increasingly common practice of telecom companies giving phone subscribers free access to specific websites, social media platforms, or other types of services. As for the rest of the internet, customers have to pay. The telecom services see zero rating parts of the internet as a way to entice customers. Social media platforms and other digital content providers like it because it gives them access to new audiences. This all seems like a good idea to Gabriella, and giving free internet to the poor may seem an admirable project. But zero rating can, depending on who offers it and how, create an uneven playing field. The telecom companies, often without transparency, pick and choose which news outlets and other sites to include and which to exclude. In developing countries like Maria and Gabriella's, smaller news outlets may not even have the technical capacity to participate in a zero rating project. So Maria's small independent news startup is not zero rated, but a well-funded oligarch-owned news site is. The scoop on the corruption scandal? That's just too expensive for Gabriella to read. In making the cost of connecting to different parts of the web unequal, zero rating violates net neutrality, the principle that internet service providers should not control user choice by discriminating among the contents they transmit. With a zero-rated internet influencing where citizens and voters get their information, journalists and civil society activists must add their voices to the conversation about the proper values and regulations needed to ensure that zero rating serves up a balanced news diet. The structure of the internet can seem a daunting jumble of jargon. De-indexing, encryption, zero rating, algorithms. It might seem best left to engineers to tinker with the internet's technical side, but too much is at stake. The foundations of journalism, the quality of the information we receive, the very nature of our public debate. These are all affected by how the internet is governed. Without greater political attention and public debate, the rules for the internet will be written by those with little concern for or understanding of the impact on our democracies.